The last exit on Route 66. In the summer of 2021, Daniel Harper was driving across the United States. He had quit his job in Chicago, Illinois, and decided to clear his head with a long road trip down historic Route 66. He wasn't running from anything. That's what he told himself. It was past midnight when he crossed into a lonely stretch of highway in New Mexico. No gas stations, no houses, no lights for miles, just desert. His GPS suddenly glitched. The screen flickered, then rerouted him to something labeled Last Exit 1 mile. Daniel frowned. He had driven this road before. There was no exit here, but his gas tank was nearly empty. So he followed the sign. The exit ramp curved sharply downward. The air felt heavier. At the bottom sat a small gas station and diner. The neon sign buzzed faintly. Open 24 hours. Only one car was parked outside. An old pickup truck. Daniel stepped out his car. The desert was silent. Too silent. No wind. No insects. Nothing. Inside the diner, the lights hummed. A waitress stood behind the counter. She looked normal, but something felt off. She didn't blink. "Evening," she said, smiling too wide. "You're just in time." "For what?" Daniel asked. "For the last stop." He laughed nervously. "Yeah, I need gas." She tilted her head slightly. "You won't need gas where you're going." His stomach tightened. A man in the corner booth slowly turned his head toward him. Then another, and another. Daniel hadn't noticed them before. 5 people, all staring. Not eating, not moving, just staring. The waitress leaned closer. "You took the exit." Daniel backed away. "What exit?" Her smile faded. "The last one." The lights flickered. For a split second, everyone in the diner was gone. Empty booths, empty kitchen, silence. Then the lights returned. They were back, but closer. Daniel ran outside. His car was still there, but the highway behind him was gone. Just desert. Flat. Endless. Dark. No road. No exit ramp. Nothing. He spun around. Diner sign now read, "No exit." The pickup truck engine suddenly started on its own. Headlights turned on, but no one was inside. Daniel's phone had no signal. Battery, 17%. He got into his car and tried to start it. Nothing. Dead. Even though it had worked seconds ago. A knock on his window. He flinched. The waitress stood beside his car. Her eyes now completely black. "You can't leave," she whispered. "You stopped." Her hand slowly pressed against the glass. Cracks formed where her fingers touched. Daniel screamed and scrambled out of the passenger side. He ran into the desert. The sand felt wrong beneath his feet. Soft. Almost breathing. Behind him, he heard footsteps. Many of them. Not running. Just walking. Calm. Patient. He didn't dare look back. After what felt like hours, he saw headlights in the distance. A semi-truck. He waved frantically. The truck screeched to a stop. The driver rolled down his window. "You okay, son?" Daniel gasped. "There's a diner. Back there. They won't let me leave." The driver's face went pale. "What diner?" Daniel turned around. The desert stretched endlessly. No building. No lights. No cars. Nothing. The driver swallowed hard. "You're not the first." Daniel froze. "What?" "People disappear out here. Always near where that last exit sign shows up. But there's no sign." Daniel shouted. The truck driver looked confused. "There isn't." Daniel's phone buzzed in his pocket. He slowly pulled it out. Battery, 3%. A new notification. Google Maps. "Welcome back to last exit." The screen glitched, then displayed a live camera view of him, standing beside the truck, filmed from above. The truck driver suddenly looked terrified. "Son, why are you smiling?" Daniel's blood ran cold. He wasn't smiling. Was he? His face felt stiff. Slowly, against his control, his lips stretched upward. Wider. Wider. Painfully wide. The truck driver slammed the gas pedal and sped off. Daniel tried to scream, but no sound came out. The desert around him flickered, like a broken screen. And suddenly, he was standing inside the diner again. The bell above the door rang. He was now behind the counter, wearing the waitress uniform. His reflection in the mirror showed black eyes. The door opened. A tired traveler walked in, phone in hand, low on gas. Daniel felt words forming in his mouth. Words he couldn't stop. "Evening." he heard himself say. "You're just in time." Outside, the neon sign buzzed. "Open 24 hours." And 1 mile up the highway, a sign flickered to life. "Last exit." The Amber Alert. In 2022, in Columbus, Ohio, 29-year-old Lisa Grant worked a night shift at a hospital. She hated driving home at 2 a.m. The roads were empty. Streetlights flickered. The world felt abandoned. But one night changed everything. It was raining lightly. Lisa was halfway home when her phone suddenly screamed, "Amber Alert." The loud, emergency tone echoed inside her car. She jumped. The notification read, "Missing child, 7-year-old boy, last seen wearing red hoodie, near your area." Her heart sank. She glanced at the photo. A pale little boy, dark hair, big eyes. Something about his expression felt wrong. Not scared, not crying, just staring, almost calm. She locked her doors automatically. The rain grew heavier. A few minutes later, she stopped at a red light. That's when she saw him, standing on the sidewalk. Red hoodie, soaked from the rain, head slightly tilted. Her stomach dropped. It couldn't be. It matched the photo exactly. She grabbed her phone. The alert was still there. She looked back up. The boy hadn't moved, just staring at her car. Her mind raced. Should she call 911? Open the door? The light turned green. Cars honked behind her. When she looked again, he was closer, now standing near the crosswalk. She drove forward slowly, heart pounding. In her rearview mirror, he was gone. She tried convincing herself she imagined it. Maybe just another kid. Maybe paranoia. Her phone buzzed again. Another Amber Alert update. But this one made her blood freeze. Child may approach vehicles. Do not stop. Report sightings immediately. Her breathing grew shaky. She was 2 blocks from home when something hit her trunk. Hard. She gasped. Checked the rearview camera. Nothing. Just rain. Then, her back seat light flicked on. She froze. Slowly, she looked in the mirror. The back seat was empty. But the seatbelt was unbuckled. She was alone when she left the hospital. She was sure of it. Phone buzzed again. Another alert. But this time, there was no text. Just an image. A live photo of her car. From behind. Taken seconds ago. In the photo, a small handprint was visible on the inside of her rear windshield. She slammed the brakes. Jumped out of the car. Rain pouring down. She opened the back door. Empty. No one. But the seat was wet. As if someone had been sitting there. Her heart pounded violently. She got back into the driver's seat. Locked every door. Trembling. She dialed 911. Before she could press call, her radio turned on by itself. Static. Then a child's voice. Soft. Calm. "Why didn't you stop?" Her blood ran cold. The voice came through every speaker. "I was cold." She screamed and shut off the radio. Silence. She drove the last 2 blocks at full speed. Pulled into her driveway. Ran inside. Locked the door. Every window. Every blind. Her phone buzzed again. New alert. But this one made her knees buckle. The picture had changed. It was now a photo of her, standing in the rain beside her car. Taken minutes ago. The caption read, "Missing person, Lisa Grant." Her hand shook violently. She checked the sender. Not emergency services. Unknown number. Her house lights flickered, then shut off. Total darkness. Her phone was the only light source. Battery, 9%. She backed into the kitchen, heart pounding in her ears. Then, knock on her front door. 3 soft taps. She didn't move. Another knock. Softer this time. "Please," the child's voice whispered from outside. "I'm cold." Tears streamed down her face. "This isn't real," she whispered to herself. Her phone buzzed again. Battery, 5%. Another photo, taken from inside her house. From the hallway. Looking toward the kitchen, she slowly turned around. The hallway was dark. Empty. But she felt it. Someone was there. Watching. Her phone buzzed again. Battery, 2%. Final message. "You saw me." The front door handle slowly began to turn. Not violently. Gently. Like someone patient. Someone who knew they had time. The lock clicked. Lisa screamed. Her phone died. Total darkness swallowed the house. The next morning, police found her car in the driveway. Doors locked. phone on the kitchen floor. Dead. But Lisa was gone. No signs of forced entry. No fingerprints. No straged. Just one thing. On the inside of her front door. A small, wet handprint. And since that night, across several states in the U.S., drivers have reported the same thing. An Amber Alert. A boy in a red hoodie. Standing on the road. Approaching cars. And if you stop, the alert changes to your name.